Okay, we're gonna do something different. So, hey there, radically awesome, amazing people. My name is Kiki Mac. All right, reasons why you should not live and work in South Africa. So let's do this. One sec. Let me just mute myself here. All right. One, you get exploited working for a corporate company. Unpaid leave, not getting your one times one. Just say you get a rate of 120 Rand an hour. So some companies don't give you that on a Saturday and a Sunday. So one times one, yeah. So one time, is it what? No, 1.5 times the your 120, or two times your 120. So you get unpaid leave. No, sorry, yeah, unpaid leave, sick leave, annual leave, whatever it is. Public holidays, you don't get paid. That's not all companies, but that's just the majority of companies. You get penalties and fines, and yeah, and then you have to pay for them. There was it was an incredible thing. There was I got a hearing, with regards to paperwork, administrative paperwork, which is ridiculous and insane. It's the first time I ever got one. Yeah, living in South Africa, there's a lot of gangsterism, there's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of unemployment, a lot of poverty, a lot of, you can say, murder, rape of women and children. It's a very unsafe country. I've lived here so many times and I've been mugged. You see a lot of racism happening around. You see a lot of people fighting each other, especially at bars and clubs, especially when alcohol is involved. A lot of accidents, drinking and driving, taxi drivers forcing people off the road, taking chances with their life. Yeah, it's just at the end of the day, the government doesn't really care, irrespective if it's the ANC, the DA, the EFF. They're only there for political gain, of political financial gain. They only care about making money at the end of the day. It's not solving problems. The infrastructure is poor in areas. There's a lot of areas that are just have no water, have no electricity, access to jobs, access to facilities such as medical facilities, healthcare. There's been a decrease in funding for education. Decreasing. Yeah, that's just like free, free education, free healthcare. Anything free is just, it doesn't get funded anymore. So that's why a lot of companies privatize healthcare, education. A lot of corporate companies just take over and they basically do whatever they want to do. They can increase. So what I realized is that when I work for a company, they don't increase your salary, but yet the cost of living increases. So how does that make logical sense? And I've lived here for most of my life. My mom and my dad grew up here. They lived here. They sacrificed a lot for me and my brother to just have a good education and to just do well and stuff like that. But I don't know, the corporate companies these days just take advantage of the workers. They exploit them, they treat them badly. It's create a toxic working environment. They're very verbally abusive, they threaten them. It's just really atrocious and horrible the way some of the corporate companies treat people. And the people are the workers who actually generate the work and the income for the managers, the CEOs, the directors, so they can live lavishly. So yeah, that's just my experience overall working in South Africa. Living in South Africa, yeah, there's some beautiful stuff. The people are beautiful. There's so much amazing and wonderful things to see, like down in Cape Town and Durban, the Kruger National Park, Sun City. So many beautiful places, so many beautiful people. Yeah, it's really a diverse culture, and it's just really unfortunate what is happening to this country. I don't think I've seen a more beautiful country, you see wildlife at the Kruger National Park, or if you go to Sun City, you see such amazing, incredible things. Compared to the rest of the world, the government just takes advantage of the people, irrespective. What is this? Oh my god, Diablo can bugger off. Yeah, they just take advantage at the end of the day, you know? So that's the main reason why you shouldn't work and live in South Africa. People will probably disagree with you. They probably will be optimistic or probably delusional about it. But I've worked in so many different jobs. Never got an increase. The only time I ever got an increase is when I resigned and go for another job. Never had any, there were some companies that did have paid leave, but they didn't provide any medical aid or benefits. So you just get unpaid leave. Never got an increase, never got a bonus. I worked long hours every day. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. And the recent company that I worked for was just atrocious. It was horrible. I think I've only been there for, let's see, started October, November, December, January, and February I resigned because they were exploiting people. They were mistreating people. They were creating a toxic working environment. And yeah, there was just some narcissistic, evil people there. They created a toxic working environment. And there had been a lot of accidents because people are overworked. And the guy told me that he worked 12 hours straight from Monday to Sunday. He had fatigue. He almost had a near miss. Plus they put you a lot of pressure and pressurize you. There was an incident at work where someone got injured, and that was probably because the company doesn't give a shit. It suspended 3 guys, and it wasn't those guys' fault. It was a failure in the rigging of the equipment. So, but then the client was very, very, very strict. They used to penalize and fine unnecessarily. That's how they generate their income. So yeah, other than that, we've got a beautiful cosplay community, gaming community. People are radically awesome, amazing, so much diversity and culture. Like last night I went to, for my first time actually going to it's like a kazi, which is just like African known, like braai and drinks and stuff like that. It was interesting, the first time I ever went. I know I've indulged in the Indian community, the colored community. I appreciate all religions and respect them, but I do not follow any form of religion, and I do not believe in pseudo-omnipresent deities, but I do it out of respect. So the thing is, it's called oneism, which is the respect and appreciation for religion and culture. So I like to just get involved, like go to a mosque to see what it's like, I haven't been to a synagogue before. I don't know if there is one close by. Yeah, I've been to churches, I've been to temples, I've been to a mosque, there's a beautiful mosque in Midrand, it's just stunning. Yeah, I've experienced a lot of culture and diversity. That's the beautiful thing about this country. Other than that, yeah, I suppose that's it. Yeah, there's so many aggressive, angry people out there. Sure, road rage, crime, violence, rape, murder, and the government is corrupt, the police is corrupt, they're not doing any things hard enough. Only when, there was a story about, I think it was 26 children that got poisoned and died. For them, the government and the police to just take action. Why wasn't there any proper, processes and procedures and strict, what are they called? Strict rules in place, and you need to be certified and stuff. Only when something tragic happens, then they decided to do something. It's always the case. If there's been multiple rape cases and there's a protest, then they decide to go and do something. Or if innocent people died in illegal mining or something like that, then they decide to take action. I remember there was the police killed a lot of working miners, because they were unfairly played and stuff like that. They just gunned them down. I saw riots happening, people getting killed. It's just, I think it's mainly the poverty-stricken people are the ones that are suffering the most. The lower class, the poverty-stricken people who are trying to get by, but they get heavily taxed, they get terrible wages. yeah. So that is my take on South Africa and living here. I lived here for a very long time. I've experienced racism. I've experienced bullying, exploitation. I just experienced a lot. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit angry most of the time. But that's why I take medication. And then yeah, just like fucking family members. Jesus Christ. So my mom and my dad did a lot of work, a lot of things for my family. You know, like organized jobs, gave them money, helped and assisted where they needed. Now, when my mom passed away, where the fuck are they? Where were they before my mom passed away? Now it makes me really angry. Like the one time I got invited to, they didn't invite my mother on a holiday. And she was the one who invites everyone, takes them on holidays, pay for things, does this, does that. And then I got angry. I just lost my shit. That's the first time I lost my shit with the family. And then I have my one cousin who I was working with. He doesn't give a shit, like, you know, and he cares about himself. So I told him he's not allowed to my mom's 1 year death funeral anniversary thing. Yeah, no, 1 year prayer anniversary. He's not allowed, him and his family associated to him. I told him that no, the reason you only come to us is when you want money or job opportunities or something from us. Where were you guys before? You know, so that's why my mom made family with, you know, the family down in Durban. They've been a blessing. And then her best friend, Auntie Sylvia. As for the rest, honestly, they can go get fucked. So, pieces of fucking shit, that's what they are. Yeah, that's just my take, guys, sorry. Just why. Some people just take advantage of you. You're a good, decent, caring person. You've been generous, you helped a lot of people, and just people take advantage of you. You borrow money to people and they don't give it back to you. Yeah, I just don't have faith in South African humanity anymore. I just hate this country. Fucking hate it. I despise it, bro. Like, it's just, if things were better, then I would love this country. Like, there's so much beauty, there's so much opportunity, there's so much this and this and that. It's just, there's incredible community that helps each other. It's the non-profit organizations that I appreciate. The non-profit organizations who do something, but they don't get funded by the government. The government is self-funding themselves and buying mansions and expensive vehicles and going on expensive flights and traveling around the world and buying expensive things for themselves, while the people are suffering and dying and of starvation. The crime is just ridiculous because there's unemployment. There is drug use and gangsterism, rape and murder, because yeah, we live in a profoundly sick society, and that was just created by the monetary political system that we're living in at the end of the day. So yeah, that's my take. That's just my take. All right, people may disagree, that's up to them. Anyways, I hope you have a radically awesome, amazing day. Just thought I'd give my views about South Africa. Yeah, the politics is atrocious. Yeah, the racism, the gangsterism, the police corruption, people getting beaten up, people getting killed, raped, murdered. There's pedophilias out there, and things are not being done enough. That's all I can say. So yeah, fuck it, honestly. Actually, fuck South Africa. Seriously, fuck it. If it was a better place, ridden, like, you know, like run properly by, you know, corporations and run by proper funding in the government and procedures and places like all over the world, there's, like, just say we would have been a first world country, but we're a third world country, and that's because of the looting, fraudulent activities, you know, people just basically looting the entire country, and the taxpayers' money is just for themselves, and people get away with it. It's just simple as that. Simple as that. Anyways, that's just my take.